Are you wondering how much your San Francisco home is really worth? I see home sellers in San Francisco make the same mistakes all the time, and I don't want that to happen to you, anonymous viewer. In this video, I'm going to break down how to truly determine your home's value, the biggest pricing mistakes sellers make, and what it takes to sell your home for top dollar in today's market. Hey everyone, I'm Clay Gjevre, a top realtor here in San Francisco. If you're a homeowner in the city and want to sell smart, maximizing your price and avoid costly mistakes, you're in the right place. Okay, let's be honest. Most of us check the Zillow, Zestimate, the Redfin, or the Realtor.com to see what our home is worth. But here's the problem. These sites use algorithms, not real market knowledge. Their estimates are often way off, sometimes by hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why? Because they don't take a lot of things into account. Unique neighborhood trends. We have a lot of micro markets here in San Francisco, and what's happening in Pacific Heights isn't the same thing happening in Vernal Heights. Off-market sales and private listings, these are huge in San Francisco, and they don't show up on Zillow. Your home's actual condition upgrades and renovations, they don't know, they haven't been there. And real-time market shifts. These algorithms use old data. As an example, we listed a condo in Pacific Heights and the Zestimate said 1.6 and some change. I think less than 1.6 and a quarter. We ended up selling that home for 1.8 million. So these estimates, they are way off, and we didn't use that Zestimate as our guide to sell that home. So while online estimates can be a good starting point, you should never base your pricing strategy on that. What really determines your home's value? All right, so we can't trust online estimates. How do we actually determine what your home is worth? And don't say ChatGPT, please. San Francisco isn't one big real estate market. It's a collection of all these micro markets. A 2-bedroom in the Mission is not priced the same as a 2-bedroom in Pacific Heights, even if they have the same square footage. We all know this. 2. Comparable sales. A comparable market analysis, or what we call a CMA, is the best way to price a home. This means looking at homes that have actually sold recently. Same layout, similar layout, same size, same condition as yours. The key things that we look at here is the sold price, not the list price, because what sellers ask for doesn't mean what buyers are actually paying. And in San Francisco, we often price our homes low strategically. We also look at market time. Faster sales usually mean higher demand, and adjustments for upgrades and unique features. If you have a new kitchen, that adds value. If you don't have parking, that takes away value. Market conditions and buyer demand. Are we in a seller's market or are we in a buyer's market? Are interest rates rising or falling? Are sellers getting multiple offers or are buyers being hesitant? For example, in early 2024, San Francisco saw a price softening due to high mortgage rates, but well-priced homes still moved quickly. Timing and strategy matter. 4. Your home's condition and upgrades. Updated kitchens, modern bathrooms, fresh paint, and staging can all increase value. On the flip side, deferred maintenance, things like an old roof or outdated electrical, that can make buyers hesitate. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for the latest insights on San Francisco real estate. The best way to find your home's true value. So if online estimates aren't accurate and market conditions keep shifting, how do we pinpoint your home's value? So 1, a professional comparative market analysis, or CMA. This is the best way to get a real-world price. As an agent, we analyze the market, track real-time sales, and give you a pricing strategy based on actual data, not just an algorithm. The second option is a pre-appraisal. If you want an unbiased opinion, you can hire a licensed appraiser for, under $1,000 maybe. But keep in mind, appraisals are very conservative and they don't always match buyer demand. And the final thing you can do is you can test the market. Sometimes the market itself will tell you what your home is worth. If you're priced too high and get no offers, the sign is right there that you need to adjust. But if you price right and the buyers start competing, that's when you know you've nailed it. Now, before we wrap up, I want to share the biggest mistakes I see sellers make when pricing their home. The first and biggest mistake is overpricing from the start. Some sellers think that they can test the market, listing high, but in San Francisco, that is a huge mistake. Overpriced homes sit too long, forcing price cuts and making buyers wonder what's wrong with it. Homes that sell fast are often sell for the most. 2. Ignoring market trends. Just because your neighbor sold for $2 million last year doesn't mean your home is worth that today. The market is shifting constantly. 3. Pricing based on emotion. Your home is special to you, but buyers see it as an investment. Emotional pricing often leads to disappointment. 4. Not considering timing. Spring and early fall are the best times to sell in San Francisco. Listing in December could take a little longer, and you may need to price more aggressively. So how much is your home in San Francisco really worth? Truth is, it depends. But with the right pricing strategy, you can attract the best buyers and sell for top dollar. If you're thinking about selling, I'd love to give you a free, no obligation home evaluation so you can make the most informed decision. Drop a comment below with any questions or reach out to me directly. Please, I'd love to help you out. I really appreciate you being here. Be sure to subscribe and like this video. If you need an SF agent, reach out to me. And if you need a referral in another area, let me know. I'll hook you up. I'm Clay Gjevre, and I will see you next time.